Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel for Rattle Kings. This is my first video to do with anything bricklaying on YouTube, so bear with me. We're going to be probably uploading one video a week just on certain jobs that we're doing, or tutorial on how to do something, or just what we do in a day, and some funny videos. So yeah, welcome to our YouTube page. So I have only been bricklaying for about a year now, so I'm going to try and teach you guys as much as I know, really, through a series of YouTube videos. But you know, some of the things I say might be wrong, or people might do it differently. This is just the way I do it. So yeah, tune in, listen, be kind, watch, enjoy. So today we are going to be finishing this huge wall that we've been doing for ages. So we're going to be filling in this flank today. Jodie is just clearing up for the area so we can lay straight down on our first course. We're not doing the steps today, are we, Jodie?
No, I'll put the profile up there.
Okay.
Fluff down there.
So yeah, it's already been loaded out. We've got a mix in, so we can just crack on and start.
I've got to be able to get the height over here now. But basically, we're going to be pulling off down here, so we need to set a little profile up. So I've got some spaces behind the profile. I can put the line block on around there. I've clamped it at the top.
You put spaces behind it to make it level?
Yep, space behind it so I can get my line block around there. And then what I do is I put these pins in to hold it in place, just in case that pulls out. So I can't pull anywhere now. So when I put on that, it shouldn't move.
Search upright level. And level's good because then you don't have to level your level. Exactly. Just use your level.
Yeah, put that down there.
Show us how you do that. Wind it round and then...
Start rounding it round, yeah, nice and tight. And as you go along, gradually get closer to the end.
So you're moving your line all the way down to the end of the pin.
Yep. Straight in there.
It's hitting it on the angle, so it's going down on the angle, as you can see.
Yep.
And then that line is laying on top of your previous course that you've already laid. So that goes straight down all the way on the top of that course, and then we've got a line to follow. And then Jodie's just going to gauge it down this end.
Follow the brickwork what's there. As this line, we'll run in line with them ones. And there's my height.
And that's how we're going to do it. Every time we go up a course, we move the line up and we run on the line.
Alright, when you're also doing this clamp up as well, you got to make sure you don't overdo it, because if you over tighten it, you're only going to pull the brick off behind. So you've got to just do it so it's just tight enough. You should be able to feel it when you do it, because these bricks, they're on hard, but they do come off easy.
Straight from the back to get it away from the back of the wall. You don't need any cement really going down there. So straight from the back, straight in the middle, and then straight from the front. And you've got a nice bed. And then with your brick, what you want to do is, a lot of these bricks don't have frogs, so with your brick you want to make sure whichever side you're choosing has the nicest face. So whenever you pick a brick up, just give it a flip round and just make sure that you're using the nicest face on your brick. Some of them have got chips and stuff, so you make sure you don't use a chip side on the face of the wall. And then yeah, just get a little bit on your brick. And these bricks are really dry, so the muck just falls off instantly, which is really annoying. And it's really hard with the wall behind. I can't actually get my fingers behind, so I kind of just push it in and then tap it to the back like that. Give it straight. And then tap it down to the line. And then what I do is, if my perp has fallen out and there's a little bit of gap here at the top of the perp, so you kind of want that as full as possible, because then when you point up it'll be much easier. And I just get a little bit like that and I just slap it on top and just scrape. And as you can see, that all like squished out there. So yeah, and then it's done. Move on to the next brick. Check your face, it's a good face. Perp it up. And then drop it down, squish it up to the next brick, and then tap that back in. Scrape, scrape, tap, 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 scrape. Don't ping your line like that.
Ready, Beach?
Yep. Hold it down and just whack it with your trowel, and then that will lay flat. Do this one as well, Jodie.
Push it down like that.
Yep.
Tap as close to that block as possible.
Yep.
That'll just hold down.
And then when the brick goes on there, that'll weigh that down. On this. So when you're laying your brick, you want to lay it about 1 millimeter away from the line. So as you can see, all Jodie's bricks that he's laid are 1 millimeter away, like literally almost touching the line. And this face of his brick is nice and flat. It's not tipping backwards. Sorry, Jodie, I'm just gonna. So sometimes they can tip backwards and sometimes they can tip forwards, and then you get a wobbly wall. So you just want to lay that nice and flat with that face of your brick completely level and flat. And as you can see as well, mine and Jodie's beds and perps all the way along are nice and full. So when we go to point up, this will be much easier for us because you won't have to fill any gaps in after. We'll just scrape it and it'll all push in lovely like that. Okay. So when we point up, you've got your pointing iron. You want to just get your thumb on the bent bit of the iron because you really want to push in quite hard, and you want it flat on the wall for the perp. So push in and keep it nice and flat. Might have to go over some a few times. If there's a little bit of gaps, just go over it a few times. Keep pushing through like this. You want to make sure when you're pointing up that your muck has gone quite hard already. It's still a bit wet and a bit hard. You want to just be able to squish it in quite firmly. But see here, you can just stick your finger right in, whereas here it's quite firm. So then when we got the perps done like this, if you're down low, you can do it the other way like this. Just keep that iron flat. And then what we're going to do is going to get the heel of our pointing iron. Well, you start from one end, but I'll just show you from here. You just put your heel in and you're going to push hard and drag. Push hard and drag. And I always keep my hand on the top just so you don't push the wall over or anything when you get close to the top. And then what I'm going to do is, we call it marrying them. So you're going to get your perp like that and you're just going to tidy them up a bit. Get rid of those straggly. And then get your brush when it's all pointed up, and you can give it a nice little brush. Also, this is good to brush your work because then you get to go back over your pointing up and make sure that you've got it really nice and neat. So when you are brushing your wall to finish, you don't really want to brush it sideways because you're going to leave more marks this way with your brush. I have a really soft brush from Barnwell, which I got off Amazon. You want to swipe it on the diagonal like this, and just really lightly. You don't want to be brushing hard at all because you don't want to leave lines in your bed or perp from your brush. So if you can see here, this is what I mean. That's what happens if you push too hard. So just lightly dust it. So just going to show you guys how to point up your corner, because as you can see here, we've got some fallout of the muck. So what I usually do is put my thumb here and I push hard away from you. Don't bring it towards you because you're just going to drag that muck out of the corner. So push in, push away, and then I kind of do the same thing this way. Sorry, I'm trying to film at the same time. So you guys can see, and yeah, just basically make sure that corner, as you can see, all the muck has stayed in there. And I'll do the same thing with this one. Push in your thumb, push in that way, and then I'll just change it. Push it in your thumb and push in that way, and you're going to keep them corners on there then. And then with this one, I will get a bit of dry muck. put it on there, and I will put my thumb in and push it in like that. Push my thumb in and push it in. And around the other side and push it in that way. And there you go, you're keeping your corners all full, and that looks much nicer.